Hello, friends, and welcome to today's daily devotion. I'm reading to you from the Gospel of Matthew, the first chapter, reading starting in verse 18 and reading through verse 25. Hear now these words. Now, the birth of Jesus the Messiah took place in this way. When his mother Mary had been engaged to Joseph, but before they lived together, she was found to be with child from the Holy Spirit. Her husband Joseph, being a righteous man and unwilling to expose her to public disgrace, planned to dismiss her quietly. But just when he had resolved to do this, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, "Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary as your wife, for the child conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit. She will bear a son, and you are to give him the name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins." All this took place to fulfill what had been spoken by the Lord through the prophet. "Look, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and they shall call him Emmanuel," which means God is with us. When Joseph awoke from his sleep, he did as the angel of the Lord commanded him. He took Mary as his wife, but had no marital relations with her until she had borne him a son, and he named him Jesus. You're probably familiar with the broad outlines of this story if you have experienced the story of Christmas at all in your life. This telling in Matthew and the parallel telling in Luke's Gospel are describing to us the uniqueness of the birth of Jesus, that he was born of a young girl who had never had a sexual relationship, and that usually means you can't have a baby. But God made the exception. The Holy Spirit conceived in Mary, and Jesus, fully human, fully divine, was born. Now put yourself in Joseph's shoes. You don't know what God has done, but you suspect what Mary might have done. And so Joseph is trying to do the most honorable thing that he can think of, to divorce Mary very quietly, not make a big deal out of it, because he could have had her stoned for adultery. But instead he says, I'm not going to put her through that. But then God does something even more and says, Joseph, stick with Mary. She's not been unfaithful to you, but she has been faithful to God. So as we think about what Joseph and Mary did, that should drive us to be committed to Jesus ourselves. We're going to talk about this on Sunday. So I invite you, if you're in the Cincinnati area, come join us for worship as we get ready for the birth of Jesus. If you don't live around here, then please go and worship wherever you are living and experience the movement of God and the faithfulness of God. And then I'll see you on Monday for another daily devotion.